Hello. Welcome back to Teach Me Tarot. ASMR. Today is episode, let's see, 2, 3, 4. Episode 4 of the Teach Me Tarot series, where I teach you one card at a time in ASMR format as far as our journey that's been happening here, it represents reaping some rewards after we trusted our intuition and looked within. So already we're seeing one cycle playing out in a positive way here in the cycle of life. The tarot deck, the Rider Tarot deck, historically it has multiple stories and lessons inside of each of them. And there's these circular patterns to it and how they all work together, especially how it works with astrology, that honestly mimic the circular patterns that or cycles of life, I guess it would be a better way to talk about it. The cycles of life that we experience happen in life, and they happen inside the Rider Tarot deck. So you see stories play out just through the major arcana cards alone. And so this is already a story that is kind of reaping your rewards from taking a leap of faith. Put that in order there. Taking a leap of faith, making some plans and manifesting, trusting that those manifestations will come, holding on to that inner divine wisdom and intuition, and then reaping some rewards, or getting to the point in this idea that you're birthing new ideas on how to reach this goal. So this is not necessarily an end game card, but it can absolutely, in a reading, represent some kind of reaping a reward for the end of a cycle that you're completing. But as far as like 1, 2, 3, it doesn't mean that it's the end, because it's obviously not. We're only 3 in. I see this come a lot when there are questions of whether pregnancies will come up, or whether the client will be focusing on the home a lot, or focusing on having a mothering energy to them, male or female. It's if it were to be, obviously, if you look right here, we've got Venus inside this heart. It is a definite feminine card, but of course can be applied to males and females regardless of how they identify or how they were born. But this is where you're seeing Mother Earth. I mean, look, she's got this golden wheat growing under her. She literally has a crown. She's got Venus in a heart. I mean, she embodies this beautiful, nurturing energy, which is why she has so much to do with either reaching some kind of abundant goal or embodying this beauty of being this divine goddess. This is truly divine Venus, feminine goddess as a card. So, like I said before, you are blessed to receive this pretty much almost in any capacity. It is a card, like I had talked about before, when you see golden in the back now, that it usually means that it's tinged with optimism, and obviously, as I just described, this is a very optimistic card. But so far, what's really interesting to note is almost every card so far in the Rider Tarot, as our journey begins, it has this optimistic color in the background, and it is only when we get to our intuition that we don't have that yellow color, signifying that our intuition, it is not passive nor negative, it just is, and we need that in order to have these optimistic feelings that we have outside of that. But this is, feelings, they are what they are, and your inner wisdom and knowledge, it is what it is, without negative or positive connotation. So just something notable to notice here. So that is generally how you can interpret reading the Empress in any reading. I've seen the Empress show up often when a client is asking about money. I've seen it show up kind of trying to tell the querent that there are rewards coming from your hard work. I've most recently seen it show up as an omen for was trying to get pregnant. It's a positive pregnancy omen. And just in general, you're gonna want to see her. If you're asking about what rewards, or what kind of year I'm gonna have, this was my overarching card for the year of 2023, and it certainly played out that way. That energy of feeling like I was having enough that I needed, and if not overflowing with gratitude and abundance. Doesn't just come in money. It doesn't just come in things. It doesn't just come in, motherly things like children. It comes in love. It comes in connections. It comes with friendships. Abundance shows up in our lives in a million ways. So don't just think kids, mother, feminine, and money with this card. Think any way that you could be abundant. This is what it will describe, okay? So that is what we have for our episode 4 in my Teach Me Tarot series. Please, if this is your first time watching me, like, subscribe, comment, help me grow my channel if you like this at all. It is completely free to you and it helps me grow, which I really appreciate, because the more I grow, the more I can teach, and my main objective here over anything else is to get this wisdom out from my own experiences to others, because we all deserve the right to divine whatever we want to know about life. We deserve the right to know the future, and it shouldn't be behind a paywall to get it. So that is why I started this channel, also combined with my love for ASMR. So please, if you could do me a favor, like, subscribe, and comment, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're one of the people that have already said yes, I'm sticking with you, and subscribed, I so appreciate you. Thank you for the really kind comments and support so far. I really appreciate it. You do make my day when I read those, so just know that it's not going on deaf ears. I'm listening, and if you have any suggestions or a type of video you want to see that's related to witchy, tarot, whatever, or questions